I want to cut across to Nikhil Naza, consulting editor, Sports India Today TV. He joins us from London. Nikhil, I know a lot, is going on in terms of London where cricket is concerned. I just want to pull you back into the Dangal, which is taking place in the national capital. All the wrestlers today met the sports minister. Have you got an invitation from them? They've put forth 5 demands. One of their sticking demands is the arrest of Brij Bhushan Sharan. If, let's say, the other 4 demands are met, and we're going to put out all their demands in graphics as you take us through them, the 5th demand, if the arrest doesn't happen, do you see the wrestlers still accepting what the sports minister or the government says?
Well, to answer your last bit of question, Preeti, no. I think the wrestlers are very adamant, and I think this would be at number 1 as far as those 5 demands that you're talking about. This would be at number 1 for them. They would want that Brij Bhushan be arrested. Having said that, I believe when I spoke to a few people close to the wrestlers that are protesting, is the fact that they've asked the sports ministry to ensure that the Delhi police inquiry or the investigation is completed by the 30th, if I'm not mistaken. By the 15th, I beg your pardon, as far as the Delhi police investigation is concerned, and they've been assured that yes, at least the investigation would be completed by then. I think all of this is still, I see a bit of positive here, Preeti, because there was a deadlock, as you know, between the government and the protesting wrestlers. At one point, it seemed like that the wrestlers weren't even ready to engage in any sort of dialogue with the ministry, and I'd heard from close sources within the ministry, and they were also not happy with the way the wrestlers were protesting, and they said that, listen, when we put a few bodies in place, then why is it that the wrestlers have to take the matters into their own hands? So both parties were agreed, both parties weren't happening with the way things were going, and you felt like that there would be no resolution in sight because there was going to be no dialogue. So I think to start with, it's a good beginning that there has been a bit of a dialogue right now, and I think all of that has been initiated from the meeting that the wrestlers had with the Home Minister Amit Shah. I know the wrestlers weren't happy at the time because they had certain demands, and they had said that there should be an immediate arrest of Brij Bhushan Sharan, at which point they were reminded that the investigation needs to be carried on, and if the police then deem it fit, only then can he be arrested and not otherwise. So that is something that was brought to the notice of the wrestlers. Now that they've had the meeting with the sports minister, some of those demands is, one, as you said, the arrest of Brij Bhushan. I don't think they have been guaranteed that, but I think what the sports ministry is happy at the moment is, or at least assured them, that the investigation would be complete. That is one. The other thing that they've assured them, with which the wrestlers are happy, that you will have free and fair elections by the 30th of June. So that's something that they are also looking forward to. Remember, there has been a 3-member committee that has been set up to ensure the free and fair elections are conducted. However, I believe there's another demand that the wrestlers have put, that ensure that nobody from Brij Bhushan Sharan or his family be able to contest those elections, and that may not be possible because the government in no way can intervene in those elections. As soon as the government has any sort of interference, that amounts to outside interference, and then the Wrestling Federation can even be banned by the world body. So the elections have to take place. You cannot have a condition that no relative of Brij Bhushan can participate in the election. I believe his son is the president of the Uttar Pradesh Wrestling Federation. He'd be eligible to contest. Whether he wins or not, that will be a democratic process, and that we'll get to know as and when the elections happen.
All right, Nikhil, appreciate you joining us.